Has this ever happened to you? You're in the markets, you're excited, you're about to take a trade because you see a fair value gap over here, you're in this nice uptrend, so you're like, okay, let's target this high and let's take a trade, let's make some money. And then this happens. Bang! You get liquidated out from the market, and the price after that hits your take profit, and you're left there sad and you wonder what the hell happened. It is because you don't completely understand what liquidity is and how can you actually find them the right way. But don't worry, it is time to fix it, because today I will teach you everything you need to know about liquidity in trading. I make around $2,000 per day using this liquidity strategy. This liquidity strategy is so simple, and also you can use it every single day in the first 2 hours of the market session open. I will show you how you can find the right liquidity, my entry and exit strategy using it, and obviously I'll show you a live trade that I took using this strategy. But enough talking, let's get into the video. Now, before I actually teach you the strategy so you can make money, we have to actually understand what is liquidity. It is just buyers and sellers in the markets, essentially people. When there's a lot of people in the markets, they will create massive orders. Most of these people that create these orders are freaking retail traders who have no clue. 97% of the retail traders lose money because they do not understand about liquidity. So they become liquidity. But let me explain you how that happens. These retail traders that don't have no clue what they're doing, they're like, yeah, let's make some money, boys. Let's buy the markets at the bottom, because that's what we've been taught to do. And since there's so many retail traders in the markets and 97% of them don't know what they're doing, they create a lot of liquidity because they all enter at the same spots, most of them, okay? And I'm gonna teach you how you can avoid it, etc. But they create a lot of orders below here because literally their stop losses are right over here below these lows. Now, what happens? Big banks, institutions, and hedge funds know what they're doing. They freaking manipulated the price to look like they should go up, to look like these retail traders should buy right here. And what happens? They say, dump it after these people have bought already, and then they get liquidated and they lose, and they are now liquidity, sad, depressed. So we don't want to be liquidity. We have to know where can we find those. Now, after that, as you can see, the retail traders are no longer here. They freaking got liquidated, wrecked. Then what happens? The big banks will reverse the price because there's no more liquidity to be taken. The orders have already been filled. People are out from the markets. Let's push the price back up and take more people out from the market. This time, sellers. These were buyers, they're now gone. Sellers have to be taken so that these institutions, big banks, can fill their large position. This sounds evil, that what these big banks are doing, but it's just part of the game, okay? It's a business. For there to be a winner, there has to be a loser. Now, the best way to avoid being liquidated, like these retail traders, is to know where is liquidity in the markets. It always rests above highs and below lows. Highs and lows are being found in every single time frame. Our job is to find them when we're looking for actual liquidity. We have to find them in hard time frames. So obviously you may wonder what the hell is a high, what the hell is a low. Well, highs and lows take 2 candles to form. It's like a pattern, and above and below there will be liquidity in higher time frames. So a high takes 2 candles to form. It takes an up candle followed immediately by a down candle. That is a high. It rests above here, and you're going to choose the more prominent wick or candle. That's where the high will be, because there's 2 candles, you're going to choose the more prominent one. And a low takes 2 candles to form as well. A down candle followed by an up candle repeatedly, and there below there will be resting liquidity. Simple as that. Now let me show you in the charts how you can find them. I'm currently in the 4-hour time frame, so these highs and lows will hold a lot power. Okay, there will be a lot of retail traders, stop losses, orders, and all that good stuff below and above the highs and lows, right? So this is a high, up candle followed by a down candle. So above here will be resting highs. And you may wonder, why did I put it above this down candle? Well, like I said, a high and a low takes 2 candles to form. You're going to choose the more prominent one because it takes 2 candles, right? So this is higher than this one, so it's going to be the high. This is also a high, same stuff. And this is a low because this is a down candle followed by an up candle. This is a low right here. It has liquidity. This is a down candle followed by an up candle. And as you can see previously, there were a lot of stop losses and orders, a lot of fear. What happened? The price went down, swept it, and then now continues up. This is also a high right here. What happened? Swept it, went a little bit down, and in the lower time frame, there probably was more liquidity here. But this right here, you may wonder, this is a high. What happened here? Well, this is not a sweep. This is a closure above it. This is a candle closure above it, not a sweep. And I'm about to show you exactly what you need to see after a sweep of liquidity to know that the price is going to reverse, and then you can make money. See, because a lot of people know about liquidity, but they don't know how to act after it gets swept. They actually also can become a liquidity while knowing what liquidity is, but they don't know what an MSS is, market structure shift. So let me show you exactly how did I capitalize $2,000 using this exact strategy, the MSS strategy. And this way you'll know how to actually take the trade and know when will the liquidity be valid to then reverse. So as you can see, this is on my YouTube channel. You can go check this video afterwards on my channel. I don't hide anything, but making $2,000 live trading, my entry model revealed, the MSS. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because I actually practice what I preach. There's a lot of BS in the industry that just people just teaching some BS strategies that they don't actually use. I actually use this strategy every single day. And by the way, here's how the trade went. I took this live in the markets, as you can see. There and bang, $2,000. So this is how the strategy works. You're gonna trade it in the session open. So I trade it at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, usually maximum 90 minutes per day because there will be the most volume, and the volume is very important. I'm gonna show you very soon why. But when the session opens, I'll seek out those liquidity areas, those highs and lows. Typically there will be an uptrend in this case, okay? Since there's a buy side liquidity, there will be an uptrend. A lot of people just got stopped out from the market, swept liquidity. Now the key is how the price reacts off of the liquidity. Sometimes the price may just continue because there will be more liquidity above there that the big banks want to take. But if the price reacts like this, it goes down immediately. You're going to go into the 1 minute time frame, by the way, after this. If you see first break of structure, a break of structure is when a down candle closes, a down candle body closes below the most recent low. That's a break of structure number one. And also when it starts to create this trend movement, this is a low lows, lower highs, low lows. This is now two break of structures in a row after taking liquidity. This is now a downtrend in the 1 minute time frame. So it's time to sell the markets on the second break of structure because we see this trend movement, right? So we're gonna sell the markets and usually typically target more liquidity from below, sell side liquidity. And this is how we do it. And let me show you how I did in the markets. Session opened, a lot of the people sold the markets right here, leaving this high right here. So sellers stop losses. Price goes down and then price magically comes back again, sweeping the high that it just created. A lot of the people just got stopped out. Now, I see this opportunity. I go to the 1 minute time frame to see what kind of reaction will it actually give from that sweep of liquidity. If we see those two break structures in a row, aka that's that low lows, low highs, low lows movement, then I'm gonna sell the markets because that's liquidity at the end of the day. Even it's not that hard time frame, we're in the session open. If there is the reaction, that is amazing because that means it had enough orders for the price to care about it to go down. First break of structure, because this is a low as well. This is a down candle followed by down candle in the very low time frames. Down candle body closure below that. So that's a break of structure number one. Then goes up. This is a low lows, lower highs. This is now a new low right here because this is a down candle followed by an up candle right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark that out and look at this. Break structure the second time. Not that beautiful of a break of structure number, like not that beautiful two break structures, but that's enough for me to enter because we have this huge selling pressure from the liquidity, aka that's an MSS. When a liquidity sweep happens plus a two break structures in a row, that's an MSS. So I'm gonna sell the markets right here. And if I remember correctly, I targeted like 1-to-2 result ratio, and that resulted me in $2,000 profit. Simple like that. MSS, liquidity sweep. Bunch of people are sad over here because they got liquidated. I'm happy because I made money. Unfortunate for them, but that's brutal, okay? That's why you need to know about liquidity. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to a friend. If you want to learn more, like a lot more, then click the first link in the description. It will take you to my free 1 hour long course that will teach you everything you need to know about trading. All right, as usual, I'll see you on the other side. Peace out.